There was a time when the American dream meant something, when the words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness were more than just captions on some Instagram post. It stood for hope. It was the American way. There was struggle, sure, but it was a worthwhile pursuit for any hardworking American willing to do the work. To foreigners, the risk of being part of this opportunity, this diverse melting pot, this freedom that we call America, was well worth the struggle, because in the end, we are free. And I don't know if that carries much weight. It sounds like something that's on a dollar bill, but the truth is, we are free. And that's something that, like other countries can emulate, but America got it right. And sure, we still have a lot to work on, but that carries a lot of weight. And I feel like we've kind of drifted so far from our laurels, from what makes us American, that we've kind of lost our identity as a country. And I'm not talking about not accepting other heritages. I think that very much makes up what America is, but we also need to remind ourselves of our heritage and what we went through and what this country is really all about. In the past, not only could we accept our differences, but we also worked through them to find some sort of common ground so we could live in peace to prosper. Serious question. Have we become a people that use words like community, culture, division, and diluting them to push our own agendas? I'm not going to say that we didn't cross a lot of hurdles along the way, but as a whole, I think that we've prospered. See, I don't believe that we have a culture problem as much as we have a language problem. We can't seem to define what words mean anymore. What I mean by language problem is, depending on what side of the aisle you stand, words mean completely different things. Look at the word racism, for example, and how freely it's used nowadays. It's almost lost a bunch of its power. Now everything is racist, racism, or bigoted if you have an opposing view. Let's not even get into the word science. They've made a mockery of that word. What does that even mean anymore? And these are just off the dome examples too. The possibilities are endless. Words have completely changed over time. And I don't think any of us really can define them without kind of countering ourselves. And what's sad is that I think that this is being done by design.
Language.
Sexist attacks or comments.
Sexist attacks.
These gendered or sexist attacks.
Using that really gendered word.
Many feel that some of the remarks have been sexist.
It's just sexist in nature.
Race baiting, race freighted, racist.
We used to be a people who had a seat for everyone at the table, no matter who you were, where you came from. And now we won't even come to the damn table. And this is a problem. Because if we can't agree on basic things that define us as a people, words, thoughts, ideas, etc., how can we define larger concepts like unity, free thought, diversity, equality, justice? We need to relearn to be people together, not divide each other like cowards. It's we the people, not you the person. And that's important. And long and short of it is, we're in this together, and if we can't even have a conversation to develop a baseline, how can we do anything else? We need to come to terms with the fact that maybe there's some level of brokenness here that we need to fix. We need to become a better union, be better humans with each other, and stop trying to divide the state of America. Why? Because it's our home. So how do we fix it? I don't believe there's an easy answer to this. First, I want to acknowledge the elephant in the room, and the argument I hear the most from the left. But America's done bad things in the past. How can you be proud of this country? To which I argue, who are we, the descendants of greater men and women, true explorers, pioneers, who gave us the opportunity to join this grand experiment, who gave us this place we call home? Who are we to judge them? Who are we to judge or shame from a position of comfort, people who bought us the privilege to be free? Through their hard work, their bad decisions, their mistakes, their sweat, their blood, their tears, who are we? We live in a better world only because these men and women who could not be tamed and charted the path where there wasn't one. Who are we? We live in a better world because of their trials and mistakes. Sadly, we're moving backwards, repeating old patterns, sowing old divisions, silencing opposing thoughts. Who are we? Even worse, today people on all sides are drawing battle lines between the whites, the blacks, the browns, and everything in between, when in reality, we're all just a different shade of red, white, or blue. This melting pot is not just of skin color and creed, but of ideas, and I think that that's the point that we're losing the most here, is the exploration of each other's ideas and insights. Who are we? We need to come back and chart the next path forward, like the explorers and pioneers that we came from. We have to stop depending on the already established path that they set, and we need to start charting our own path. As one people, one voice, one nation, under God, indivisible by none, and strengthened by all. Why? Because we are the people. So may you be brave and charge forward. Go change the world. We're the Epiphanauts, and we challenge you to explore better questions. If you like what you heard and have an opinion, please drop a comment, like, share, subscribe. Our point isn't to change your thoughts, it's more to start a conversation. Who knows? You might change our minds. Anyways, peace and charge forward.